What's up my dudes, it's Ansu and today I'm here to do a book haul. This is actually the first book haul that is honestly like public on my channel. So let's talk about all the books that I've gotten recently, I guess, like in the past couple of months or so. So let's get right into it. The first two books I'm going to talk about is part of a series, and I got Nevermore and Wondersmith. Can you actually see it? I don't know. Oh yeah. So I got Nevermore and Wondersmith, both by Jessica Townsend. I actually read quite a bit of Nevermore last year. I think I finished more than half the book, but I didn't actually end up finishing the book, so we'll see. We'll have to finish it this year, maybe. I don't know. I need to finish it, guys. I was really enjoying it too, so I don't know why I didn't finish it. But anyway, Nevermore actually follows around this girl named Morgan Crow. Morgan Crow is this young little girl who's nearly 11 years old, and her prophecy is that she has really bad luck. On her 11th birthday, she's essentially going to die. So everyone blames Morgan for the bad things that happen in the city, no matter what it is. It could literally be the dumbest thing and people would be like, oh my god, it is Morgan's fault and it's because she exists that everything bad is happening to us. She always kept getting blamed for everything. So the day before her 11th birthday hits, she is being called away by this person who appears to be very magical. His name is Jupiter North, and he ends up taking her away to this magical place. Essentially, she's going to live there and compete in this 4 different dangerous trials and hopefully win, because if she doesn't, she's going to die anyway. So it is supposed to be a really fun story. It's supposed to be very magical and fun, but I haven't finished reading this book. I definitely wanted to give it a shot. Also, this is only $4.99, but it's not a sticker. I'm still mad at it. We got the book for like $4.99, so not complaining, but anyway. The next few books that I'm going to talk about are books that I want to read for my book club. I officially announced my book club on Booktube called Double Booked. I will leave it linked in the cards and down below. It's always going to be linked down below. So the first book that we're going to be reading this month in September is The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin. I have read one book by N.K. Jemisin and I was really confused, but I really enjoyed her writing style. It was really weird, like I couldn't understand. My brain was just like really confused. So anyway, this is part of a series, and this is the first book, and in this book we are in the city New York. So in New York City, essentially what this world has is that each city has a soul. So some people can actually feel these souls and some people can feel it. Like I said, New York has 6 different souls. I'm not sure what exactly happens in this whole world, but that's literally all I know, and I know some characters can feel it through like the graffiti and stuff, but yeah, that's pretty much all I know. I really don't know what to expect. I haven't started it yet. I'm kind of waiting on the audiobook, but I feel like it'll be too late and I literally can't finish it on time and take decent enough notes to actually go live. How am I gonna go live? It's like, I am so dumb for this. I don't know why I'm doing this. The next book I have is The City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. This is another book we're going to be reading in Double Booked. And in the markets of 18th century Cairo, we have a bunch of thieves and tricksters and con artists. Many people want to be filled with the magic that exists and the wonder that exists in this world, but not Neri, because she knows what she uses exactly, and she believes it's just that, just fake stuff that she does, and it's not actually like magic per se. She only wishes to one day get out of Cairo, but as the saying goes, be careful what you wish for. So I believe there's going to be a lot of disastrous events that are happening in here. Magic is probably going to go out of control. I'm not really sure, but like that's the vibe I'm getting and I'm living for it. This is going to be one of our October book picks, so definitely join me for that one. Next up is our November book club pick, and it is Upon a Burning Throne by Ashok K. Banker. This one I was super excited to pick up, and so, well, I did. So the emperor of the burnt empire ends up dying and there's no successors to that throne, and the only way that you can be the emperor of that empire is by competing in this competition thing and also walking on fire. So the people who pass the test of the fire are the only ones who are eligible to sit on that throne. 2 people end up actually being able to pass it, and so they're like supposedly the emperors or whatever. But on like the adjoining empire, there's like a small outcast empire, and there's a girl who actually also technically passes the test. but she's being rejected because she's the daughter of a demon or a jinn. So the father, who's a jinn, essentially like puts war against the burnt empire and tries to destroy it and stuff like that, is what I get. And it sounds so freaking cool. It also has like Hindu mythology like woven into here, which is also super exciting, and I really like to see what it would look like in like a fantasy setting as well. So yeah, super excited about it, and yeah, definitely want to check this out in November. Next book I got was Foundry Side by Robert Jackson Bennett. There was another cover of this book which I thought was super cool, but this one was the only one that was available on Book Depository, and it was cheaper, so I got it. In the city, people have everything or nothing, absolutely. So for our main character Santia, who is an escaped slave, she gets this opportunity to steal this artifact which is heavily guarded. She just ends up accepting this proposal and goes forth with it. So she basically just wants to get out of the city, but instead of being able to do that, she's actually being hunted by a ton of different people, especially a lot of powerful people who want her dead and wants to get that artifact. So to survive, Santia has to ally with a bunch of people to just exist in general. She actually does not even know who's hunting her, and if her unknown enemy ends up actually getting to the artifact, they will basically change how the world works entirely. So she's trying to escape this world from actually being destroyed. So yeah, it sounds super cool. I've heard really great things about it, so I'd really like to check it out. And I believe it's also adult fantasy, so that's also pretty exciting. These next two books are super freaking precious to me. If you didn't know, I celebrated my birthday on September 1st, and so I had like this whole thing on Twitter where I put my Amazon wish list, and a couple of people bought me books, and I'm just like, you didn't have to, but you were so sweet. Oh my god. First book I got was from Daryan Reads. It was Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angeles. Do you see how pretty this book cover is? Like, oh my goodness. Like, I literally had it in my Amazon cart, my chapters cart, and also my Book Depository cart, and I just was like ready to get it. And I got this book in the mail, which I did not expect to, so thank you. Okay, so I've heard wonderful things about this from Daryan herself, and a lot of people have read this and have loved it. Also, this inside is like so pretty. So if you didn't know, I don't like knowing too much about books before going into it, but this one gives me Night Circus vibes, and I believe there's like a competition and people are also dying in that specific competition, and still the show must go on, right? So that's what the whole synopsis basically is, and I don't know too much about it. Don't want to know too much about it before I read it, but recently I have not been able to physically read too much. That's why I haven't been able to get to this book just yet, but hopefully after my exam I will be able to do that. Fingers crossed that is going to happen. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Thank you so much for gifting this to me. Like, okay. Moving on to the next book that I was also gifted. I got this from Chelsea. I will leave both Daryan's and Chelsea's channels linked down below. If you didn't know, I really enjoy Sanderson's works, and I've actually not read this book, and so I wished for this one too, and I'm like, oh god, I got it. Again, super unexpected. Literally got the mail and they're like, oh, I got a book, and I was just like, I didn't order a book, and what? I believe this is like a sci-fi setting. Spencer's world has always been under attack for years and years. So at this point, pilots are like the heroes of this world, and Spencer really badly wants to be a pilot. But the issue is that her father used to be a pilot, and I believe he betrayed the world with something that he did and ends up dying. And whenever Spencer really thinks about being a pilot, people always remind her of what her father did. Fate actually works in mysterious ways, and so Spencer is in this situation where she might even become a pilot. Who knows? That's all I have about this book, all that I know about this book as well. So I'm really excited to read it again. Physically reading has been really slow at this point for me, but I will definitely get to these books hopefully by the end of the year at least. But I'm so happy that I got those too. It's like, it warms my heart so much. So thank you again for getting it for me. So yeah, those are all the books I got in the prior months, and I'm really excited to read all of them. So yeah, that is it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Let me know down below what are the books that you were most excited about getting this year. I will see you guys next time with another one. Until then, I'll talk to you all in the comments. Bye!